fuck is wrong with you? Do you wanna know what the hell is the matter with me? Oh darling, you told me that this was a romance, but I closed my eyes and now I can finally see. Love sick on you, I am so sick of having to change for you. I need so much of you to forget me too. I don't want it, but that's what we have to do. Our past should be nothing but blurred. Hey lover, what the fuck is wrong with you? Do you wanna know what the hell is the matter with me? Oh darling, you told me that this was a romance, but I closed my eyes and now I can finally see. I love you, but I'm not getting drunk, high, or clean for you, no matter how much you might want me to, cause it's cool and what you've always had to do. Our exchanges are infinitely slurred. Hey lover, what the fuck is wrong with you? Do you wanna know what the hell is the matter with me? Oh darling, you told me that this was a romance, but I closed my eyes and now I can finally see. I can finally see that you don't really care about me. If I cut you off, we can both finally fly free. Now I finally see that you don't give a fuck about me. Through my sugar pains, you still don't deserve the motherfucking tree. Fuck! It was a silly little twist when it's something like this. I wanna sound just like Thompson when he wanted to sound just like Reed. So strong it seeps into my heart. I hope it stops before it starts. Aim and fire like it's a dart. So sorry I can't play like Claypool, babe. Sorry I can't be Kinsella, darling. I'll never be the deal of your daydreams, as real at the time, as majestic as that seems. I wanna run over your brain with a car and then watch you cry about it for an hour and a day. You can't ask me if I'm okay, and then not even try to give a fuck anyway. So sorry I'm not your Simon, babe. Sorry I can't write like Dylan, darling. I'll never be the abbot of your nightmares. You could have done so much better elsewhere. I want my drunken, slurred out words to be your sober thoughts. Let's hold the shooters to each other's lips, turn the lights off and oscillate our hips. We can take on the motherfucking apocalypse. So sorry I'm not like Lennon, babe. Sorry I can't be that guy from that movie. I'll never be a motorcycle. The replacement engine will be recycled. Sorry I'm not as as predictable or symmetrical as the movies we both like. Sorry, I can try and enjoy my life while I'm sober. Sorry for wanting to take control of my life and not stay in a painful state of being. Sorry, I don't wanna walk with you through your enlightenment journey when you smoked a bowl and saw your very first foreign film on a Discord call. I don't wanna hear about 40 unknown faces. I don't wanna be ignored due to lack of medication. And I'm sorry that I don't wanna think, feel, or care. I don't wanna be anywhere. Just want for us to lie in front of this heater vent and melt like ice cubes on a honeymoon as our bodies fill with cumin and cement. So sorry I'm not who you thought I was, babe. Sorry I can't be what you think you need, darling. And I'm sorry the song's not about coffee anymore. What's the point of living? Well, the point's just to live. The point's to exist in liberating meaninglessness. Joy and love found in abundance, abundantly abound. It's easy for me to ignore the things that bring me down. No more sex or alcohol, they have made us a bore. There's enough troubles in the world, we don't need any more. Don't save your breath if you have something to convey, because we've all got to live, and we've all got to love every day. So what's the point of living? Well, the point is just to die. None of us needed to exist, none of us need to cry. Love and joy found in a substance, DMT around. It's difficult to feign excitement for things I'm happy about. No more Lex or therapists, there aren't enough of those for all the problems that exist, so grab a chair and stay for the show. And don't waste your breath when you've got nothing to say. If we're all gonna die, and you're all gonna hate anyway. Don't waste your breath if you've got nothing to say, 'cause we're all gonna die, and you're just gonna hate anyway. I don't wanna grow up and be free, because my future depends on me. Fell asleep in the driveway after a fight for a couple hours on a summer night. If you insist on dealing in absolutes, at least let me shuffle the deck. Help me recall what I can't recollect. Turn me into a giant wreck. I am my own greatest fucking setback. The world is utter shit, and I can't stay calm about it. I lost my childhood too soon. My youth was taken away in a full moon. If you insist on dealing in absolutes, at least let me shuffle the deck. Help me recall what I can't recollect. Turn me into a giant wreck. I am my own greatest fucking setback. If I could think normal thoughts and have more things to say, maybe everything would be okay. Living a life I want to end every night, trying to be sad tomorrow out of spite. If you insist on dealing in absolutes, at least let me shuffle the deck. Help me recall what I can't recollect. Turn me into a giant wreck. I am my own greatest fucking setback. The subtleties really get to me. I can't even say the word anxiety without feeling like a fool. Other people act calm but are disasters too. No one even cares I got out of bed today. No one cares that I lost 10 pounds. No one cares that I'm writing every day and I'm getting myself off the ground. If you insist on dealing in absolutes, at least let me shuffle the deck. Help me recall what I can't recollect. Turn me into a giant wreck. I am my own greatest fucking setback. Somewhere, let nature take me home into a pitch black room with beacons of light from all the love you gave me. You think it's just a little crush, the kind I wish it was, but here I'm still holding on to the shadows of whatever I convinced myself that you were. I can't get you out of my mind. The version in my mind is a fake. It doesn't show who you are, because I don't really know you. You were my best friend, but I was never yours. I wanted to paint your fingernails and drive with you after midnight. I hate how you love so casually. I hate myself for telling myself you were gonna change, and you were saying the same about me. You don't communicate, you just sleep on it, and it builds and never resolves as I wait for some kind of follow-up that I know will never come. I wanted to mold you into someone who knew exactly what to do instead of leaving letting you go. You say things because you're joking, but if I did the same to you, you wouldn't understand I was joking. I would have taken any flight or gone by car or bike or foot, and you couldn't be bothered to fly back home. You never met my family. You'd never wanna marry me. Maybe we were just too young to know what love is all about. And would you really love me if I were covered in fur? When you'd say something nice, my tail would start wagging. Would you really love me if I were born like you? Maybe my emotions wouldn't have gotten in the way. Maybe you wouldn't have ended things while I was nagging. And would you really care for me if I had a social life with nothing to compare you to? How could you possibly be bad? Would you really care for me if I wasn't so naive? Maybe you could find someone easier to project your interests on. Maybe she'd make you spend less of your time being mad. Crawl inside a hole somewhere, let nature take me home into a pitch black room with beacons of light from all the love you gave me. You were my love, you were my best friend, but I was never yours. I was never yours. I am alone on my garage roof, and I will dread this night tomorrow. It feels like hell until I pass out. It's like a deathly trip to heaven. I'll never get that blood cell back, man. I'd rather die than have you see again. I try to play the chords on this guitar, but my hands are coated with barley. 6 months gone and 3 years later, you'll never get to hear me say sorry. I'm in a portrait of your bedroom, and if I'm not, it's gone by morning. It feels like heaven when I black out. A well-deserved road trip to hell, dear. I'll never get those 1,000 days back. I'd rather live than let you save me again. I try to play your notes on this guitar, but my brains are filled with clementine. All my efforts disappear in a day for you, and you still think I'm doing fine. The sponge gets out of bed. He must have hit his head, stuck between red and green, the worst sibling of three. Being sponge fucking sucks. He's always down on his luck. He can't do nothing right. At least his clothes are bright. He wears a cap of orange. He has a giant mustache. It soaks up all the sadness in the world. And that's why he's depressed. Can't find the strength to jest. No one cares about Jim. Even his bros hate him. Then he's assigned the task. He doesn't even have to ask. He's told to find the meat that'll make their dish complete. They have endless spaghetti, but their meat supply is petty. Alone it's just a miserable little secret pile. While his brothers save the day, Sponge must go another way. He's on foot, not on first class, to where the green grass eats your ass. Spores are moving much too fast. In a second they will pass, and to your right you'll see a gnome with some kind of stomach syndrome. Sponge is in a purple desert. When it emerges in the outskirts, the evil eldritch earthworm shows itself at last. He enters the worm of meat, and although he's not petite, he travels down the throat with some of the past emotes. He's met with ducks below. There's not much that they know. The big duck gives Sponge a quiz. If he can scoot the burbs, that is. Sponge finds a big cryberry. He feels more like an emissary. Now he can use his tears to clear the way. Sponge takes on some new foes, New York pigeons and smiling ghosts. Met with a giant drake. He falls into an empty lake. When Sponge thinks all hope is lost, God's voice above accosts. God will get him out of this. He floods the lake with piss. Sponge traverses underwater. There's many things he's forced to slaughter, from outer space and the deep sea, all at once. Emerging in a dining hall, Sponge engages in a brawl against a man with too much to do, or another who's purple blue. The first prepares you to be tossed. A hat or coin is all it costs. The second will tame and degrade if you break his grill and pray. The victory sends you to a land of Italian sausage and a frog full of love. He says the meat's super, now you're moving on. Find the pictures that make this sound. If the pictures aren't all found, your fingers will be smashed and maimed. Now go to hell and burst into flames. Your brothers speak of CBT. On this subject they don't agree. The red thinks that it's a sin. Green wants to pierce foreskin. Turns out the meat search was nix. I can't eat meat in Terminal 6. Sponge is shot and wakes up in a brand new town. In this town, Sponge finds a jail, and he learns one small detail. To continue down the hall, Sponge must prove himself in a brawl against an army of NPCs. They are defeated easily. He wins a velociraptor that eats your future captor. They are taken to a new dimension. Sponge is feeling apprehension. They make it through and find an important quest to do. You see her face in a portrait. She's captive in Ryzen's fortress. A princess with hair of blue has been captured and she needs you. Conquer the tallest tower. Sponge will no longer cower. Defeat his own depression and end his meat obsession. Sponge seems to feel newly brave. He enters a land of vaporwave, where his raptor is killed and he moves on alone. He comes across Ryzen. Who knows your raptor's gone? He advises you turn back, or he'll turn you into a snack. Sponge moves on through the terror, and soon occurs an error. Without a chance to rewind, a foe emerges, you find. Smith's faces fill the castle. Sponge passes throughout hassle. He almost fails and then gets turned inside out. Sponge feels like he is dead. The princess was already dead. Sponge was too late again. He has failed yet again. Now he knows what he must do. Maybe he'll stop feeling blue. Sponge has to defeat the worm, who's nothing but a germ. His efforts have amounted to zero, but can our anti-hero destroy restore his universe. All of his efforts amount to zero. So will the anti-hero kill the earthworm? Well, my friend, that's up to you. Whether he lives or doesn't, his journey was all for nothing, pointless and empty, just like this song. Man, all that build up for nothing. I mean, this was a long-ass song. It was repetitive, too. If you made it through the entire epic story, congratulations, I guess, but you're never gonna get a satisfying ending to it. You can make up an ending if you want. It's pretty fun. I would imagine that living in fantasies in your head is detrimental over time, but I don't care. Sponge's fate rests in your hand, my dear friend. I'd like to believe he won. We are alone inside a glass box, and you should loathe me for a decade. It feels like cheating in a card game. It's like a checklist of your dad's traits. I'll never get to use those words now. You'd rather lie than ever tell her. I try to light the fuse on this cannon, but my hands are coated in gasoline. Soon you'll be gone, floating in outer space. You're better there than in a cog in a machine. Now you're alone inside a ship's hull, and you'll remain there till your skin grows. It feels like laughter in a synagogue. It's like a tag zone for your mom who doesn't care. I'll never get one and I'm happy. You'd rather die than pay your dues, you coward. I'm trying to shove you into this barrel and thrust you out to sea. Soon you'll be gone, swimming in the ocean. You're better there than stuck out here with me.